I'm looking today at Ezekiel 8 as once again, I see Israel as an example for America. They were, at this time, completely turned away from God. Very few people were actually following God. God shows in Ezekiel in a dream the things that are going on. Take a look here, and you'll see what he was showing them. And he said to me, Son of man, do you see what they are doing? The utterly detestable things the Israelites are doing here. Things that will drive me far from my sanctuary. But you will see things that are even more detestable. Then he brought me to the entrance to the court. I looked and I saw a hole in the wall. He said to me, Son of man, now dig in the wall. So I dug in the wall and saw a doorway there. And he said, Go in and see the wicked and detestable things they are doing there. So I went in and looked, and I saw portrayed all over the walls all kinds of crawling things and unclean animals and all the idols of Israel. In front of them stood 70 elders of Israel, and Jazaniah, son of Shaphan, was standing among them. Each had a censer in his hand, and a fragrant cloud of incense was rising. He said to me, Son of man, have you seen what the elders of Israel are doing in the darkness? Each at the shrine of his own idol. They say, The Lord does not see us. The Lord has forsaken the land. Again he said, You will see them doing things that are even more detestable. Then he brought me to the entrance of the north gate of the house of the Lord. And I saw women sitting there, mourning the god of Tammuz. He said to me, Do you see this, son of man? You will see things that are even more detestable than this. He then brought me into the inner court of the house of the Lord, and there at the entrance to the temple, between the portico and the altar, were about 25 men. With their backs toward the temple of the Lord and their faces toward the east, they were bowing down to the sun in the east. He said to me, Have you seen this, son of man? Is it a trivial matter for the people of Judah to do the detestable things they are doing here? Detestable things. Must they also fill the land with violence and continually arouse my anger? Look at them putting the branch to their nose. Therefore I will deal with them in anger. I will not look on them with pity or spare them. Although they shout in my ears, I will not listen to them. As you can see, he's showing them the elements of worship in the temple. People had abandoned the original purpose for worship, which was to remember God, to be interacting with God, to know Him, and to depend on Him on a daily basis. There was also work of worshiping Him. In this case, they have left that, and they brought all kinds of detestable practices inside the temple. And remember that temple worship was about being in tune with God, being in remembrance of God, remembering the good things that He's done for us, which they are absolutely good. Remember that He sent Jesus Christ, His Son, to save us. We should be doing that these days, remembering who He is, remembering who Jesus Christ is, talking to Him daily, spending time in His Word, getting to know Him.